Hi guys, back at you with day 12 of the 30-day challenge for Amazon affiliates and helping you to make money with Amazon. What I wanted to do today, we're still on the sort of content section, but today I wanted to go back to a few questions that I get quite a lot, and I understand why I get them, and I understand how tough it is when you're trying to work out what route to go down. So I just thought I'd go over, I've gone over a few of these questions before, but I thought I'd go over them again, just a few of them, and also give you another example of a site that's ranking in a really good niche, and how you can do the same. I find you'll find in the 30-day challenge and also in Azon Kickstart and all the courses, I use what's out there already, because the best way to view all of this stuff when you're trying to rank with Amazon and make money with your sites is we just look at what is actually ranking. Because here's the thing, and also I'd even say take what I say with a pinch of salt, because you will find your own way. I mean, it's like no one, unless they can actually prove that they work for Google, I've said this before, will have a blueprint to SEO, no one. So any SEO firm, I used to work for an SEO firm for a time before I got started working online for myself. So I've seen everything, I keep up to date with SEO. As I say, in the Azon Ultimatum, I will be going more into depth about SEO, because I understand that is a part that people feel is missing or they want to know more. So just for the academic value, I will go more into the SEO. But I feel a lot of it holds people back, because the main thing that will rank you is quality content and being able to find out where your customers or where the people interested in your niche are going and putting your site in front of them. That's as simple as it is. People, it's almost, I mean, what we're trying to do with Amazon sites is get ranked on people typing in questions or phrases about the product. So I'll just run through these questions and answers, it will help you. Probably the top question I get is, will it work and are there any guarantees? I can tell you, yes, it works. Are there any guarantees? No, there's not. Here's the thing, here's why. And this isn't, if you look at this on a broad scope, there's no guarantees with Amazon, ClickBank, anything that you do online. And without sounding redundant, or at the risk of sounding redundant, it's because it's business. The best way to explain to you, for people that are having problems with that, it's a bit like the game of poker. Okay, so if you're playing poker professionally, you will lose. There's going to come a time when you will lose. It's a game that is based around luck, and it's very much like poker. And the reason I use that analogy or that game to side it with online and offline business is because your key or your aim isn't to try and make things guaranteed. Your aim should be to do more, to get more sites out there, to become better at this stuff. And what I mean by that is, sticking with the poker analogy, if you bear with me, if you've got the poker game, your main aim isn't to, it's obviously to win, but how you win is to become a better poker player. Okay, so you flipping that back so it doesn't sound too weird, flipping that back to Amazon, your aim is to get more sites out there, to become better at picking niches, to become better at adding content, to write better calls to action, to put more articles on there, and to keep going more. And that is how you guarantee success. Now, I know that sounds like a cop-out, but honestly, in over 10 years now, about 12, 13 years of doing this stuff, ClickBank, Amazon, there has never and never will be any guarantees. What I would do is, since we're on the questions and answers and I want to serve you the best I can, what I would do is ask yourself this question. If you're asking, will it work? Are there any guarantees? I would seriously ask yourself what you have done thus far. And if the answer, I'm not knocking it, but if the answer is I've built 1 or 2 sites and added 3 pages of content, that's not going to be enough. And I'll be honest with you. What you want to aim for, and this is what I'm going to do now, a sort of ad lib, a challenge. You've got the coaching here, where you can get access to the coaching, and you've got Azon Ultimatum coming up as well. For part of the 30-day challenge, if you manage to get 10 sites out there before the 30-day challenge is over, it has to be your content, and you have to send me to support@azondominator.com the niches you're going in, the URLs that you've bought. Show me the URLs before you put content on, and then show me as you start putting content on. It needs at least 5 pages per site, and you need to do it following the Azon Kickstart 2014 system. If you do it 10 sites with 5 pages of content on each one, and you don't make a sale, I will give you free access to Azon Ultimatum and coach you until you do. So there's an offer for you, an absolute guarantee. So the truth is, if you build 10 sites with 5 pages of content on each one, and you you build them following the exact system, you will make some sales. And then the key is to focus on where the sales are coming from, and again, using that poker analogy, to get better, focus on sharpening your skills every day, getting better at writing the content, better at picking the niches. And another question that comes up, and I'm not knocking any of these are all valid questions, and they do come up, and I understand why they come up. Of course, it's common sense. You want to know that what you're working on will build a return. There is absolutely nothing guaranteed. Even if you look at a 9-to-5 nowadays, look how many people are losing their jobs. I read a news article, and it basically said that Microsoft are laying off people in the Xbox studio, like that division of the games and the Xbox, all getting laid off, or they're cutting down, so people are losing their jobs. The best thing you can do is work hard. So get the 10 sites out there and follow it through, and you can claim Azon Ultimatum for free if you don't make any sales. But I already know, if you follow through, if you pick good niches, I tell you what, even if you send me, I mean, it's part of the 30-day challenge, but as a side to that, even if you send me the niches through, I will take a look and I will tell you what I think. The key is to get up, get running. The next question I've got jotted down here is how many sites. I've sort of covered that in the last question. I recommend 10 sites. I recommend 5 to start off. 5 sites with 5 pages of content on each one at the very least. 10 sites if you want to really guarantee you're going to get some sales from that. If you follow through like a robot, and I say like a robot because you do have to be a bit like the Terminator. You do have to set a sort of thing, right, I'm going to get 10 sites out there, 5 pages on each, and I'm just going to keep going until they're done. So I recommend 10 to see good results. Outsource. The question I get is obviously people that are tied up, with work commitments, whatever commitments, they don't want to have to write the content. And it came up quite a lot. So anyone that grabs a coaching spot, I will also cover in there how you can outsource. Now, I still recommend that you have an idea of how it works. So I recommend that you've actually written at least one review yourself. So when you outsource, you know exactly how to outsource. But what I'm going to include, since that come up quite a lot, if you grab your fast track coaching from this page, you got it in your email. I will also include a piece about outsourcing. It will also be covered extensively in Azon Ultimatum, and I will give you templates to use to make sure that you get good workers. So it will help you there. And even when you get to a case of you got the site, it's making money, and then you want to outsource, which is a good idea, it will help you there as well. Another question I get is, how much is a site worth? That is obviously really difficult to say because of everything we just mentioned, because there's no guarantees, you don't know where you're going to rank. Following the system is the fastest way to rank on Google. If you keep producing quality content, linking it to quality content as shown in this 30-day challenge and as shown in Azon Kickstart, you will make sales. Even if you just build a site that's well written, quality content, all linking together, I would place every site you build to be worth at least $100. And I don't mean $100 a week, I mean just basic, as soon as it comes out the factory, so to speak, the money churning factory, your keyboards, you've written the content, $100 each site is a good way. So picture it like that. The truth is, every single site is worth a lot more than $100. It's a good way to judge it. So you build 12 sites, you've got round about $1,200 there. It's a good way of judging it. But the truth is, some of those sites, if you carry on, will be worth a lot more because they make you sales, and then you've got the opportunity to then sell them. So that really is the key. The thing I want to get across in this video for day 12 is to get going. If you haven't yet, get going. And even, you know, even if you're at a stage where you're sort of a bit, I understand with this 30-day challenge and I'm bringing you like bite-sized chunks and you're sort of, where do I get started? Even go back to day one and start. This is what I recommend. Grab the coaching. The reason, you know, I mean, it's a cost. I know it is. It's $249 for the coaching, but the reason it's $249 is because you get my actual time. You'll have 2 hours with me where we can actually go through a 2-hour Skype call with me where we can actually go through, we can address your personal issues with Amazon and how to get up and running as quickly as possible. And here's the thing, guys, you know, if you grab the coaching, I haven't got a stopwatch, or I have, you know, there's one on every phone nowadays, but I'm not going to just like hit the stop button as soon as we get to 2 hours, time's up. Let's get you up and running. Obviously I have to charge for my time, obviously it's coaching, but let's get you up and running. My job here is to serve you, and I am convinced that anybody can make money online the same way. This is the truth, okay? Unless you've got a medical problem, which of course some people have, anybody can lose weight. But there's people that, and I know I sound a bit strange because you're sort of thinking, why the hell are you talking about losing weight? This is Amazon. I'm saying it because it's exactly the same skill, which is discipline. Exactly the same. Anyone can lose weight, anyone can build a six-pack, and here's the thing, you'll see all like how to build six-pack ab guides, how to lose weight. The truth is, it's just eating well and exercising a lot. And there you go, I could sell that as an exercise guide and put that, eat well, exercise a lot. And you will lose weight unless you've got a medical problem. But the thing is, the reason people don't is because you have to do it every single day, or even if not that, like 5 days or 3 days a week or whatever your plan is, and you don't see results straight away. A really good book for you, for those of you that are really interested in all this stuff, read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy if you haven't already, and he talks about exactly this. And I can't remember the example that he put in exactly, but it was some friends, and it was on about one eating junk food and having a few beers every night, and one starting a fitness regime, and in a month there wasn't much to tell them apart, but in 6 months there was a huge difference. And that's like it is with these sites. Discipline. And what I want to do in the coaching is give you the discipline, give you the action plan, and give you the knowledge. So action plan and the knowledge I can give you. The discipline's a bit harder because it has to come from you, but we will cover that as well. I'm hoping that we go through the coaching, you take action on the stuff, you've got the action plan, you make sales as quickly as possible, and then you get a boost. And that's where the discipline comes in. That's where your potential goes up, not to turn into some sort of self-help guru, but it all comes from what you think's possible. And once you get that first sale, if you're anything like me, that was the turning point. That's when you are willing to put the work in. So let's work together. Let's get going. Let's get you up and running for the 30-day challenge. It's only running for 30 days. And then I have got Azon Ultimatum. which will be great. It will cover a lot of stuff and really go into the next level stuff. But let's hit the ground running. So when I launch Azon Ultimatum, you can go straight into it, know the stuff, and really not just get this stuff, not just buy the stuff, but use it as well. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I know it's a bit of a break in going through. We're still covering content. Grab the coaching. I'd love to work with you, and I'd love to speak to you personally and find out where you're at, and let's get you moving and making some money. Okay, cheers guys, and I will see you in the next video.